Hi, this is the first of a series of recordings explaining how to use the cleartarn property management system, which is aimed at estate agents. We believe this is the most comprehensive system currently available and has lots of features built into it as standard, and hopefully through these various little videos I'll be able to explain some of those. So if we go straight away to our demonstration site, what you can see here is the system setup with a particular look and feel to it. If I explain briefly how the system works, it's a content management system which has attached to it a property management system, a news system, a video system and a blog system, and they all integrate seamlessly in the administration system. And over the top of the database which holds all of this information, we have effectively a template front end which can be configured to give you the look and feel that you require for your particular estate agency or property management company. So the system I have here is set up for a local estate agent, and you can see properties that are currently available to buy on this demonstration site, but clearly it is a demonstration site. So first off, at the top you can see we've got the cookie bar where people are asked to confirm that they agree to the cookies. You can also click here and pick up the privacy policy, again specific to the organisation. So we'll say OK to this and get rid of it. And now we'll take a spin down the basic layout of the screen. This is the home page. We've got a menu structure with drop downs and fly out menus, and all of these are individual pages on the content management system. There are no limitations on how many pages you can create, and you can put within a page images, maps, videos, effectively whatever you wish to put into the content area of the template structure. And it has things built in such as an automated mailing system where users can log in and create their own preferences, and they can also unsubscribe from emails easily. Emails that come out from the system have all got links on them that enable people to go back and change their settings. And of course we've got things like contact forms and things built in. So you'll see some interesting features like latest listings button here. This will give the latest properties that have been entered onto the system by the agent. We've got a word search area here where you can put in any phrase. If you wanted a garage or a swimming pool or a particular feature of a property or part of a postcode, you can key that in there. We've got location lists here for drop downs and the types of property that you might want to select to look for, and whether you wish to buy or let in this particular case. And we can set the price range to and from as well here if we choose to do so. We've also got some advanced search options here, which I'll quickly show. This is set up for an agency that does residential sales. It also does properties to let. It also has a comprehensive auction capability as well, so they create online auction catalogues as part of this system. These are all sort of standard features within the system. And then further down we've got commercial property search capabilities, land searches, and the users can set preferences for how they wish to display the search results. And they can save all of that information and come back to look at their searches each time they come back to the system. They don't need to keep re-entering the data in if they choose not to. Moving on down the screen, we've then got an area here which is currently set up to put 6 feature properties in there. On this particular agent then they don't do specific feature properties, so what we're doing is we're choosing 6 properties at random that automatically get put onto this screen as they arrive at a particular landing place on the site. And then you can see again we've got up to 4 properties listed down here. The number and how many we have and what they are is completely configurable, and similarly the latest lettings are shown here. There's only one on there on this demonstration system at the moment. Then down the bottom we have a slider which allows you to slide through and look at all of the properties on the system. Again, these can be specific types of properties. It can be configured to suit what the agent needs. And they're all linked, of course. If we click on this, it will take us to that particular property page. And then down at the bottom here we have just standard information and links that take us through to other pages on the site. These are really important. It's part of the search engine optimization. We've done some very sophisticated search engine optimization work on this system so that it really does give you great results in terms of getting properties up and seen on Google and the other search engines. And down at the bottom here we've got an area to put in details of agents. Each property can have a specific agent attached to it if you want to have people contact a particular person in your office for that property. And then normal contact details, again more links here, the more commonly used ones, and a contact form down at the bottom here with a capture field so that you reduce the amount of spam email that you get. And of course the usual sort of links to Facebook and Twitter and the like, whatever your organisation uses. The whole site has been structured so that it's more mobile friendly. It will, if you take this URL and go and look at it on your mobile or your tablet, you'll find that it works well and that all of the images and the screens resize properly for mobile use, as certainly more and more customers are looking to browse properties by email and mobile devices. So those are the main features. The main content area of the screen is essentially under where we have advanced search and feature properties. And the way this site has been set up is that all of the rest of this page essentially appears on most pages in the system. The idea being that things like feature properties and the latest properties are actually always there and visible for people browsing the site in case they spot a picture that they happen to like, and they can go and browse the property. It's your one opportunity to get all of the properties in front of people, and so things like the slider here at the top displaying the properties and the prices give people a good feel for the types of things that you have on your books at any one time. So if we take a look at a particular web page that's been created, then usual point and click, and have a look at what we've got on this particular page. This particular one is set up with a tab system, so we can say who we are, our selling process, our buying process, and auction services, whatever information people would like to put about their agency and services. And most of the pages obviously work in a similar way. Here's an example Find Us page where we can have a look and see the Google Maps in operation. So here's the office, and there you go, Google Map, and calculate your fastest way here. So the usual sort of Google features. So if we take a look at some of the search capabilities now, we'll do a simple search, and we'll just choose a particular area, hit the search button, and most people will probably simply choose an area or a price range. They can select as many features as they wish, and then the search results will pop up on the screen. Here we go with the map. We've got the location of the office or offices. It is a multi-branch system, so different branches can be set up, and properties can be attached to individual branches as well as having individual agents as contact. So the map will show us the locations of all of the properties that we've got on our list. So we've got about 5 or so properties that we can see there. Okay, and if we scroll on down, you can see this is the sort of listing. It's all designed to integrate with the Rightmove real-time data feed. This is the latest real-time system that Rightmove are using. So individual properties can be fed from the web server directly to the Rightmove site, and they will appear within minutes. I think Rightmove actually say within about half an hour, but our experience is that they're there within a few minutes, and you can view this, the property on the site virtually immediately. So the upload process is completely in your control. You don't have to upload all of the properties. You can upload a selection or individual properties from the admin system. We also have, as part of the system, the Rightmove version 3 data file upload, which is used by companies such as Zoopla, and some of the press use that for loading press advertisements for properties. So again, that can be part of the data feed. We've also got links to Twitter and the likes, so you can get send out tweets about the property with some really interesting features built into them. So let's choose a property on here. We'll just go for the last one here and take a look at the individual property pages. So all of the data entries that we put in for properties are all configured to match and map to the Rightmove property data, and from that we construct the web page as well as constructing the Rightmove data. And the way we've chosen to display the data for this particular company is this tab system, where we've got summary, description, map, EPC and downloads, but there are also other tabs for lettings and auctions which appear for the appropriate type of property. You'll see some interesting things like links here. We can build in as many of these types of things as we want. This particular system, we built in things like the flood risk. We can add it to our favourites list. We can see what's nearby, mortgage calculators, direct inquiries, or we can click on email the details, and that will take the property page details and include it in an email for someone to forward on to someone else. And education gives you the local schools, of course, and nurseries. So again, scrolling on down, our main features are automatically listed. However many you actually choose to put in there, they will come up. And then scrolling on down, you see we've got the normal sort of Google Map locator, but we've also got Street View. And this Street View, the latest version of Rightmove, will actually take you directly to the Street View on the Rightmove site. So again, this fully integrates with Rightmove, and you can set in the administration the exact view of the property that you want, including the pitch and angle of the shot. So it's a really neat feature. So just scrolling back up and looking at the other tabs, this is the sort of summary tab. Then we have the full sort of description here, down to individual rooms, and you can see we've got pictures of individual rooms on the right hand side there. We can enlarge any of those just by clicking on them, and we can scroll on down and see if we've got the map and Google Street View displayed. That's a just tab. You can get Google directions. If there are particular property directions that you want to put into the system, they will appear in here as well. So if it's a property that's not on a main road, then you can describe accurately where it is. Likewise, EPCs, you can load up an image of the EPC. You can also drop an image, a link into the page as well, which allows people to download the PDF. And then finally, we've got the downloads page, which essentially gathers together all of the information that is available for the property. Rightmove allow the user to store floor plans and other documents. About 99 is the current limit, and you can add to it images of the property. You can label where the images are, so you can attach images to specific rooms in the property, as well as attaching specific dimensions to the rooms as well. So this is a neat way of being able to sort of configure the information for the property. Other thing this system does is it automatically generates QR codes for each individual property. So on here you can see that if you cut and paste that link, then that is a quick link that will bring you right back to this page. The other thing that you'll see if you view the property on a mobile device is that it creates a QR code. So we can send that QR code, or you can scan the QR code again to come straight back to this page. So those are neat features to be able to drop onto things like social media. If you want to send out a bit.ly link, which is that short link in the to find the property, you can include that in a Twitter message. In fact, in the administration system, then when you tweet directly about the property, it automatically gives you the bit.ly link for the properties for you to include in the tweet. So it keeps the content of the tweet down to a minimum. So QR codes obviously are the ones that they're the three-dimensional barcodes that people can scan. So they're great for property particulars that you're going to display in say, an office window when you're closed. Somebody with a mobile phone can actually scan the QR code and they've got the link to the property. So essentially that's it. Obviously we have a detailed sort of slider here as well, so we get good images of the property, and from the list of files and images, then we can obviously enlarge these up to the size that the photographs are stored on the system. Obviously, we can include floor plans. We can also include standard documents. There are a couple of documents here, PDF of particulars. So if you always create proper particulars for the hard copy particulars, you can load those onto the site as PDFs, and those will be available to download. You can also create a library of standard documents, be they your terms and conditions of sale or your letting terms and conditions. Basically things that you might want to pick up and drop onto any property. So you don't have to put that data in time and time again, you simply create the link to it. So it's a pretty flexible system. The look and feel of it can be set to pretty much anything you want. This particular template that we've created allows us to actually change colour variants so that you give people a sort of view as to what the site looks like if we alter the backgrounds and the colour schemes and the header. So there we go. This is a slightly darker version with using sort of purples rather than blues. So you get the idea. This is this particular template, but it can be laid out any way we choose. It is simply an overlay template over a very sort of powerful database. Under the settings part, then we can log in or register, and we can then go in and start to sort of change our sort of preferences. I'll quickly log in, and that will give a view as to just how much information users can create. And obviously it's got the usual forgotten passwords and that we can follow through. Okay, so we're now logged in, and it's got your username up at the top, obviously cleartarn in my case, and we can go back to our settings and we can look at our email and save preferences, just to give you an idea of the sort of capability of the system. So here we go, here's our preferences. So we ask for a specific consent, we put some basic contact details in there which are not compulsory. You can set minimum and maximum prices, minimum numbers of bedrooms that you require, whether you require for sale, to let, whether you want to include sold properties, reserved properties, or under offer properties in the mailings. If you have to have particular sort of postcode areas or some word in the description like a garage or land or something, you can include that. If you only want to look at new properties, you can put that in. And you can select multiple different types. If you want detached house or whatever, you can save your particular preferences in here, and you can create as many different ones as you wish. The system will then look on a daily basis for each property, anybody in the mailing list that matches that particular property, and will send out a list of properties that it has on the database that are appropriate to them. We've also got the capability to set up, say, an investment property mailing, catalogues for each individual auction, and a periodic newsletter, which you could use obviously to send out news about your agency or anything else that you choose to do. And then the user can select the frequency and what type of emails they would require. And then obviously we save our preferences at the bottom, which I won't do. And if I just take you to this page, property email, this will give you an idea of the sort of quality of email that is then sent out from the system. Again, this is fully configurable. This is what we've set up for this particular customer. You could put an image and logos and Facebook and Twitter links in here. You've got links to log in to amend your searches and things. And then the individual properties are all listed out with links to go and visit the website. So these things are all designed to work well on mobile phones as well as on PCs. And you can see that some of the properties have got these sort of flashes underneath them. Again, every property can have a sort of photo banner attached to it, so price change or no change, whatever the agent would like to include. So that's an overview of the capabilities. We think it's probably the most comprehensive system on the market at the moment. It runs on a web server in the cloud, which is backed up, and you're in control of that server. It is not something where you're sharing a server with somebody else or relying on anybody else to do your Rightmove updates. They're under your control. We, as cleartarn, provide a continuing, ongoing support for the system, and we're available to help with any issues or advice in terms of how to get the very best out of the system. We're also looking to add on new modules. We've got one or two additional things in the planning stage at the moment, and we're always keen to look at how we can use these sort of back-end secure database structures to really shorten the work that businesses have to do. So, in other words, taking data and making it accessible to employees in a secure way gives business continuity protection, because the stuff is stored in the cloud and is accessible off your premises. But we're looking to use the data for many applications, and you only need to create it once. That's our methodology, and that's what's been designed in right from the outset with this system. So I hope that's been a useful tour, and if you'd like more information on the system, then obviously feel free to contact us at cleartarn.com. Alternatively, there will be more of these videos to follow. I will do probably more than one on the administration system, because that is pretty comprehensive and there are some pretty powerful features in there. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you again soon, I hope.